Miss Williams.
I'm good. How are you, Miss Alada?
I'm doing well. How have you been doing for quarantine?
I have been trying to do all the things to keep my children busy, girl. We are quarantined, but we were trying to have fun and learn. So I wanted to come up with something new and fun for them, which is
Ooh.
why I needed advice from a scientist.
Ooh.
I have decided to build them a ramp.
Nice.
And I know in science we talked about force and motion before, so I really wanted to try something out with my boys, and I built a ramp for them to drop Hot Wheels down or ball or really anything that would roll down a ramp.
That
So,
sounds really fun.
dun dun dun! Here she is.
Oh, wow. I love it, Miss Williams. It looks like you put a lot of household items into this ramp.
I did. I got an Amazon box, couple of coffee, some cinnamon rolls, some orange juice up in there, and the boys love it. However, we have one problem.
Uh-oh.
This guy likes to fly down the ramp. He goes so fast, and with my little one running around, I'm just afraid he's gonna get like knocked out or maybe a black eye. So I need some advice. Would you like to see him fly?
Yes, I want to see how fast it goes.
Here he goes.
Whoa, that is way too fast.
So I wanted to figure out ways that we can maybe, what do you think? What are you thinking? What can I do?
Well, I know that we have been talking about different types of force and motion in science, specifically push and pull. We've talked about friction. We've talked about all these different types of force. So I know that, if you use push and pull, you could probably slow down or change the direction of the car so that it doesn't go as fast or so that it doesn't run into somebody. So what are some things that we can do to slow it down or make it go in a different direction?
Let's think. Maybe to slow it down, if we could maybe put a string on the car so when we dropped it, it would maybe stop or something like that. You think that's an okay idea?
That could work. We could also try putting a block or something at the end of the ramp to stop the car from going, and that could be like pushing against the car so it stops rolling.
I like that idea. So maybe we can do with those, maybe we could test a hypothesis with that and figure out if that would be a great solution.
Yeah, that would be awesome. In fact, on the science slides on our DLD page, I know that there is a form attached. It's a graphic organizer, and it actually has hypothesis on it. Let me actually read it real quick. What can we design that will change the speed or direction of the car or ball, and how do you think it will work? Well, I could ask a question because hypothesis is a question, a science question that I can test. So I could say, if I was doing the string, for example, I could write, how can the string change the speed of the car? Or if I'm doing, a wall or a block or something else entirely, I can put it into a question and write it into the hypothesis part. So that way I know what I can be testing and make sure that this car slows down or moves out of the way.
I love that. So with our hypothesis, we're going to ask questions about different options that we come up with. And so when we go to test our ramp, that way we know exactly what we're testing and what we're trying to solve.
Exactly. And you know who would be really good at helping us out with testing these options?
Who do you think?
Our second grade students.
Yes, that is exactly who we need to ask. They are scientists and they are masters of force and motion.
I know. They're so smart. Exactly.
That is who we go to.
Exactly. And I know that they have this form too on their digital learning help page where they can write their hypothesis, they can draw an example of what they want to do, and then they can write what ended up happening when they tested it out themselves. So they'll be able to tell us exactly what they tried and if it worked or not.
Perfect. So we'll get them to, they could Also, to test it out, they could find recyclable items around their house, just like me, and record themselves testing out the different hypotheses that they come up with. Or if they don't have recyclable items, I mean, that's okay too. We could always draw it on the paper about some different options that will help save my kids from getting knocked out by a Hot Wheel.
Exactly. I love that idea, Miss Williams. Let's go ahead and ask them to do that for us.
Perfect. I'm
All
excited.
right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye,
Bye.
Miss Lorena.